As part of We the People, celebrating 250 years, here's This Day in History.
Well, as we count down to America's 250th birthday next summer, we are sharing our We the People series, the people, the places, and the things of the past that have shaped our country into what it is today. Here's Charlie Shortino with This Day in History.
Hi there. On this day, November 1st, back in 1870, what is now known as the National Weather Service came to life in Milwaukee. In February of 1870, then President Ulysses Grant signed a law that would provide meteorological observations at military stations in order to give notice on the northern lakes and on the seacoast. On November 1st in Milwaukee, a new National Weather Bureau was born within the U.S. Army Signal Service Corps. At the time, it was called the Division of Telegrams and Reports for the Benefit of Commerce. One of Wisconsin's first scientists, Increase Lapham, made the first forecast a few days later. Today, the National Weather Service office is in Sullivan and provides weather, water, and climate data forecasts and warnings with updated technology. That's This Day in History, November 1st. For We the People, I'm Charlie Shortino.